name is Simon Blake. I'm the writer and director of Still, and it's about a man stuck after the death of his son, kind of blocked, who gets into a conflict with a gang of young kids.
The inspiration for the story really came from a time when Simon had just had a new baby boy, and about 6 months later his mum died. And between those two events and the pressure of, you know, not being ready to be a father and living in London and the whole pressure of, you know, understanding how big a role that is.
It's quite a modern noir, I would say. And so we wanted to tap into that. A lot of urban films, particularly in England at the moment, have these very edgy, glitchy, electronic kind of techno soundtracks. So we wanted to go back to a kind of jazz soundscape as if it was produced by somebody like Burial, who's kind of dubstep producer in Britain. So the score was really, yeah, I had a great fun with it.
We started in January 2012. Raising the finance, putting the project together, doing the whole, you know, casting, everything. And we shot November, December the same year. I think we were supported an awful lot, because when you look at how difficult that process is, we seem to get through it very quickly. But we just were really determined that we needed to shoot that year, and we shot that year.
I really hope that people engage with it. I think that's what we, you know, it's not an easy film by any stretch of the imagination, and also I'm not really interested in making a vanilla kind of film, so people will either love it or hate it. I don't think they're gonna, you know, there's not gonna be kind of ho-hum. And that's what I want. And that's the great thing about festivals, and Cleveland has that intimacy, and it feels that, you know, you'll get to talk to people about the film, and people will tell you what they think, good, bad, and for me that's the beauty of these kind of festivals. And, you know, we're very honoured to be here and very humbled, and we can't wait for people to see our film.
But we got people way above our, you know, price or budget
level, yeah.
Massively. You know, so Aidan pitches up for first day to shoot, and he sees the sound team from Game of Thrones, who we couldn't afford.
No. But they liked the story, and they liked the screenplay, and it was the end of the year, so they had 3 or 4 weeks to spare, yeah. And they loved the story.
And it was about the script, you know, as an independent filmmaker, to first of all be at festivals, and it was because we were in Chicago that we made a contact that has led to distribution. So festivals are so important to make those connections, but for it to be out on release is, you know, we couldn't have asked for more, so we're delighted.
Yeah, because your greatest fear is that your film will just disappear. And there's so many amazing, I mean, that's the thing that you suddenly realise, there's thousands of great films out there, you know. So you have to have an angle, you have to be lucky, and I think we've had an angle and been lucky.